Okay, Tesla on the monthly chart, we have just been tumbling. My goodness. When we look left, you can see we are all the way up here, but we still have some room to kind of come on down into this area right in here. So if we do, I'm going to be watching this lower trend line at about 292. That's going to be a significant area to see if we can hold. If we cannot hold, that could set us up for much more downside to follow. Looking at the weekly, we've just kind of been bouncing back and forth inside of this channel. So for this coming week, we definitely have plenty of room to move. If we hit the lower trend line, we could see about 329. If we do, we could absolutely bounce there and get another push back up a little bit before we see some continuation, as we just have been doing that throughout this whole thing. So for several weeks now. Looking at the more immediate time frame, we're inside this little squeeze. If you look at the daily candles, these 2, 3, this one had a big drop. We pushed higher and then dropped, but they're really small daily candles. So we really need to get that break above that 350 area, or the double bottom here, we need to get below that 337. So 337, 350, if we hold inside that range, we could be significantly choppy. So we want to get a break lower below at that 337 area, or we could push right on up to this upper trend line at about 369. So 369 higher, if we broke the lower trend line, that 347, but then we would need to see that clearance of that 337 with that double bottom for more continuation to the downside. We could hold between 337 and 347, which would keep us inside this very choppy range. So just keep those levels in mind. If we get the break lower on that trend line, we could drop to this double bottom and kind of hang out. That is a 10-point move right through here, which is significant for Tesla. If we bounce, we could head right back up, and we need to clear that upper trend line for more of a directional shift, but we definitely have a larger trend line here when you're looking at the weekly, and that's all the way up at 379. So we have a lot of room to get to our upper trend line before we can even be looking at a reversal. So definitely getting tighter in here, squeezing on the way down. But for now, Tesla has just been kind of in a free fall. So let's see if we can get those breaks higher, just level to level.